Anthem TV, a free streaming digital community. With a click of a mouse or a tap on your phone, you have instant access to free TV shows, movies on demand, music, pay-per-view events, and so much more. Download Anthem TV on your smartphone, smart TV, or any streaming device and enjoy instant access. Subscribe and download Anthem TV today.
And I thought it was Portland, but it was a little bit outside of Medford. It was Klamath Falls. And I ran into something on the 4th of May that you don't think you would expect to, or at least we don't in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
I ran into snow.
Oh my gosh!
It was snowing, and let me tell you something. Guess who packed like they were going to San Antonio? This guy. Guess who's the only moron without a jacket in Oregon? This guy.
Did you at least have a hat?
I had a hat that I forgot at the hotel.
Oh my gosh.
I'll tell you what, when the snow lands on your head and you have no hat, it's pretty cold.
I think you graduated with the new zoo. I mean
this is like oh man, and then the airplane, like the air conditioning. And I packed my beanie cap in my suitcase, so it was not with me.
Oh gosh.
This is so cold, you know.
I imagine.
And Lynette was there. She went with me for the first time out of state, which was really cool because I needed her to drive, and she drove. She was my eyes for me. She did a really good job. Thank you to my wife for doing that. Yeah, it was really cool. The show was fun. It was so much. I had been there in 2017.
Okay.
It was a corporate show. It was a Youth for Christ organization that was having a fundraiser, and they hired me 2017. They had me back, and it was kind of neat because I remembered the last time I was there. They literally had this. Is how small the town was. They had you ever seen like Twin Peaks, that show back in the day? You were probably a baby. Anyway,
I was like, my wish.
It looked like that, and it was so funny is that this town, it was neat because last time I was there, they had a sign in the middle of the street. Welcome, Cleto. Like in the middle of the street. Welcome, Cleto.
Did you take a picture?
I have it somewhere.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think it's MySpace, but I don't know where it's at. But it's somewhere. And I had this picture, and I remember it was right in front of the venue, the theater, and I'm just like, man. And I remember all these bugs were in my, like, coming in like it was like a plague. I said, who used to live here, Pharaoh? Like, man, it was like the Bible day, like Old Testament up in here.
What in the world?
And I remember I did like almost 20 minutes on the town and the bugs, and they go, oh, these are called midges. They said, oh, I go, ran into y'all's plagues out there and the bugs, and they go, oh, you mean the midges? I go, midgets. I go, let's not call names. I mean, that's so rude, I think they go by little people now.
You can't say that anymore.
Say that no more. And they go, no, it's the midges. I go, okay, can you stop saying midgets? I don't need no nanito in the front of my head in the car. And then they started laughing. I go, no, not midgets. Midges is what they call them.
Okay. Did you do any research on these?
No. I just.
Oh, I would have totally.
I know. I mean, it was weird because they were like, and they just hopped on the car. And
how big are these midges?
Oh, they're like about this big.
Oh, like, kind of like a chichada.
Kind of like a chichada.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Like a chichada. But there was a million of them. It's like how the butterflies.
Yeah, like where they migrate. They must have been migrating or hatching or something. So you just happen to go at the right time.
I mean, one was like with a cigarette and some cognac. Hey, how you doing? So the midges were doing all this. I mean, I was telling my wife about it, and I go, yeah, you got the midges, and I call her midges.
Did Lynette go last time?
She did not.
Okay.
Was like my
so this time it was just you.
Yeah, so I went.
Okay.
And everybody had a good time, and it was good to be back there. But we had to drive through this mountain.
Okay.
And it's so funny because we're on an incline, and I didn't realize that we're going through this mountain. And it was so funny that I just finished telling my wife, and it's so green here in Oregon. It's like, I know it rains and it's dark, but man, even the weeds were green. Like,
it's very green.
Brown. It's like Dublin. Like, I mean, it was like Ireland. Some of the morning to you. I mean, it was just crazy. And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, man, this is kind of interesting, you know, how all this is playing about, you know.
Mhm.
And I remember driving and it was green, and then all of a sudden I started seeing this white dust. I'm like,
Confusion.
I was like, is this volcanic ash? What is this? And it was like a look, like all of a sudden this snowstorm came out of nowhere.
Oh
I'm like,
my
I'm like,
god!
hey, it's snowing. That's snow on the ground. Look at the sun. We're all like, right into the middle of the. I mean, we're on an hour drive through this mountain, and we're like, oh, this is beautiful. Take pictures.
Oh,
look at me, snowball.
Now, if you are friends with Cleto, you will go on his page, and he did post some of these pictures of the snow and the trees, and it is absolutely beautiful. But it's not so beautiful when you're not prepared.
Exactly. Yeah. And our rental car had like the heat on full blast. I'm like,
oh my
and then
gosh!
I had to go to the trunk to get my phone. I had it in my bag, so I'm out there just like, and in my head, you know, I did have my hoodie on, and then my hoodie though kept sticking to my head.
Why? Because it was wet?
No, because of the baby oil. No, I didn't have baby oil. I used Crisco oil.
Coconut oil you could
Coconut, I think.
Yeah.
Oil, but I wind up. I was in the car and I was taking all these pictures and stuff, but then I couldn't send them to anybody because the service was not good up there.
No!
So wait,
no wonder, because you were crickets the whole time. I finally was like, Cleto hasn't said anything. Is he okay? Is he alive?
Yeah, well, it's so funny you say that because, you know, you see these movies like, you know, and they're in the snow and they're captured and they're all, you know, they have a dog and they have to wind up eating the dog and that kind of stuff. I told my wife, I said, I'm just throwing this out there, babe, just in case it happens. But if we're stuck in the snow for some apparent reason, I just want you to know you have my permission. You can eat me.
Oh! How did she take that romantic gesture?
I want Arby's. I'm like, okay. All right.
Arby's?
No, that was me. Said that. She don't like Arby's. She don't like Arby's. No, she was a trooper. And hi, how you doing?
Hi, good morning.
And she wound up doing helping me out so much, and I can't thank her enough. She did a great, fantastic job, just all the way from beginning to end. And I was trying very hard not to, you know, mess that up. You know,
so not to start. Yeah. Stay quiet.
Stay quiet. You know, but I mean, for the most part, she did a fantastic. We had a good time. It was really cool.
And it's hard to drive in the snow.
Man,
it's hard to drive here all day, let alone
like really like concentrating.
Yeah.
And I was kind of telling her, I go, you know, are you one of those people that like this is like we were on the road at 2 a.m. because our flight was at 5.
Oh my god!
So it was an hour and a half drive from there. We got in about. I mean, literally, it just got dark at 9 over there. So it was kind of crazy how we went to bed. I was actually watching the boxing match.
Oh yeah. Did you watch it?
On Facebook.
Okay.
Somebody showed it. And
awesome.
You're the best. And it was a good fight. But yeah, for the most part, it was just kind of, you know, my wife went to sleep. She was driving and I just went to bed right after her. But man, I had just finished eating, you know, like Arby's, you know.
Did you really have Arby's?
Yes.
Arby's is one of those places where I drive by, I don't even notice it. I wonder who even goes there to keep this business going. Like, I always thought it was like a cover, like that mattress for the conspiracy theory.
No, this is the best. I mean, I love Arby's. I love the Arby's sauce.
I don't know, but you guys, I do not. I've only had Arby's like twice in my whole life.
What, you don't like roast beef? You don't like?
No, I don't know. I mean, it's been so long.
Meal?
Overall, that's too hard.
Yes.
It's got to be something Mexican and flavorful. Probably like beef fajitas.
Well, it's funny you say that because...
Is that what you selected today?
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna show.
Today's my lucky day. Then
you look like you could use some.
I think after this long weekend we had.
By the way, how was your weekend?
Oh, okay. So we did Saturday we did the pub crawl.
Okay.
With my sister
Now
and
explain
her
to everybody
brother.
what a pub crawl is.
So a pub crawl is where everybody meets at one location. It's always a bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hence pub. And then you check in.
I thought it was an eatery.
Yeah.
I mean at Arby's. Not even a sponsor. I don't know why I keep saying that.
Oh. Okay. So then you go and you check in, and then they have like every location you have on the map has like specials. Okay. For the people who are part of the park. So we went, I believe we went to 6 bars.
Amount, or?
Yeah, you pay for the ticket. Okay. And my sister paid for the VIP passes, which gave us 2-hour early access and like free tacos at certain spots. Oh, okay. So that was cool. So the first spot.
Do you drive there or walk?
No, you drive, of course, and then you walk from the first location on and on and on. Okay. But luckily, so they're all in walking distance. They were like 5. I think the longest one was 8 minutes.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, but it was really fast. Like you're just walking and eating and talking. And so we were out from like 12 till like 8-ish.
What?
Yeah, we were out long.
Okay, so y'all made the same circuit.
Yeah, we walked.
How many pubs were there?
I think it was 6.
6 pubs. So y'all hit all 6 how many times?
No, I just went.
Oh, wow.
You know, on a backwards. Oh, okay. We wanted to end up at the Be Kind and Rewind, so we ended up there. Yeah, that's the last one. It's like
how is that place? Because I've been wanting to go.
Yeah,
like I'm an '80s kid.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a cool place.
Were you like freaking out? Like, what is all this Pac-Man stuff?
Oh no, it was so nostalgic. I mean, it was a cool place. So.
Was it packed?
The bar, there were so many people participating that were there for the VIP, but then you don't have to go in any order. You can like hop around. So I guess everybody just went their own way. And so it was never like overwhelmingly packed at any of the locations.
So are you 80s person too? Like,
yes.
Music?
Are you Gen X?
What's that? Tell me what that is.
And like millennial, Gen X, like.
Yeah, I think I'm Gen X.
Okay, yeah, because I'm Gen X. So I think it's a good, yeah. So we're Gen X, so 80s kids are definitely right.
Boomer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so. I think it's Boomer than Gen X.
That.
My daughters always call me Boomer. And I'm like, I'm not a Boomer. I'm Gen X.
Gen X. No, do you know the time from Gen X to Gen X?
I don't. Okay. Maybe somebody does. You can comment it.
Let's go and do a roll call.
Okay, let's do a roll call.
You know, let me get it.
Wait, where are you?
Yeah. Get back at the camera.
Sorry about that little, we just have to catch up on Facebook right now.
you know, when you get a cricket phone, it's gotta,
My phone is not a cricket phone, but I will say that I was having so many problems with it this morning. It's actually glitching up terribly right now.
Okay. And
Bob Stewart says, good morning.
Bob Stewart from Buffalo.
Is he from Buffalo?
Yeah.
So nobody has any comments about the Gen X. So where's Emerson? Emerson would have Googled that.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's like showing one comment.
Yeah. Well, I will say that the other day when I was replaying one of the videos, sorry.
I know you got a good side. I don't have a good
I went on another, I guess it was Anthem, and there were other comments that aren't being seen here. So one of them, so there were a few comments.
I think, matter of fact, I think we should probably start going from maybe next week, since we have a short week this week, maybe start going from, Nathaniel put something, I think.
No, he's watching.
Oh, he's watching. Okay.
So it starts.
He's just tuning in right now.
Yeah, and you know what was cool on the replay also? You could see the people commenting, but I was so sad that we didn't acknowledge those comments because we were on another.
I saw that and I was like, man, maybe had y'all gone to the other one.
We'll figure it out so we can all be streamlined. Hopefully.
And one of the things that you want to keep in mind is that we thank you to everybody that's liked and shared our page for the Worst Cleto with Vanessa Martin page. We're very excited about that. A lot of changes are happening right now for the show. First of all, it was the format, then of course Anthem and so on. But now we're at 1.1.
I know!
Thank you so much to everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
So what we're gonna do right now is to take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna find out what's trending. So don't go anywhere. And for those of you that are on this page right now, just pretend you don't see us doing anything. All right.
Hey guys, I'm here in Oregon, and I'm headed to my gig in a little bit outside of Medford, Oregon. And look, it's snowing right now. It is snowing. Look at the snow on the ground ahead of us. We are definitely in the mountains of the Oregon, and it is snowing. And all I have to say, guys, look at these beautiful trees. May the 4th be with you.
Our family has been serving South Texas for generations. Just like you, our Window World family is made up of moms.
We are Window World.
Dads.
We are Window World.
Sons, daughters.
We are Window World. We are Window World.
All raising our families right here in South Texas.
And right now, we have a special offer for you and your family.
Call or visit online today and get 8 double-hung windows installed starting at only $52.50.
Anthem TV, a free streaming digital community. With a click of a mouse or a tap on your phone, you have instant access to free TV shows, movies on demand, music, pay-per-view events, and so much more. Download Anthem TV on your smartphone, smart TV, or any streaming device and enjoy instant access. Subscribe and download Anthem TV today.
Oh, so we're not in sync then with the commercial.
And we're back, everybody. We are back. We are back. And I'm here with Margrett Sandoval. It's Margrett Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be probably Margrett Tuesdays. And probably Margrett Wednesdays. Because Vanessa's starting a new shift this week. She's now going to be available to us on Thursday and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be having Vanessa on Pepe's and where we're at.
By the way, I'm so sad that I'm going to miss out on Pepe's.
I know that.
But at least she's not taking my Mondays, which is Mi Familia.
Yeah, you still got Mondays.
Yeah.
And then you got Wednesdays too now. So hopefully, we'll get that going. I think we're gonna. Because Live with a Wife ain't going nowhere, and she was on Thursday, and she's like.
So she's not wanting to do it on Wednesday?
Well, no, I don't think she'll come down. I have to ask her. I haven't asked her.
Because Wednesday's Nadler's.
But I don't know. I have to ask because I know you're getting ready to start something on Wednesday. So
that'll be on the 29th. I'm starting my little art class.
Okay, what made you want to do that? That's
I love. Are
you an artist?
I'm by heart, but out of practice for sure. My daughter, my 12-year-old, she is an incredible artist.
Okay.
But yeah, so
do you what kind of drawing or
so the San Antonio so UTSA purchased the Southwest Craft Center, okay, and they have adult art classes, and so they have everything from drawing, painting, all types of painting. I am part of the throwing class, which is pottery.
Ah, okay.
So I did 2 of the intro classes.
So you're like Ghost.
That was the inspiration.
Yeah, you're like, I want to make macetas.
Yes. But I can't do that big, so I did a little bowls, and I thought it was. I was so proud of my stuff, and then afterwards I was like, "Oh, these are terrible."
I had done something like that with pottery once, and I remember my mom made me laugh so hard because it was an art class in high school, and she goes, "Wow, Mio, but I don't smoke." I go, "Mom, it's not an ashtray. It's a flower pot."
Oh,
it was an ashtray.
Because it was all knobby.
like this big.
Oh.
She said, you put it in the heat. And it was like a nice little vase.
Right.
Actually, it was a vase is what it was, not a pot. It was like a vase, but then the heat. Yeah. Oh. I did something wrong. I left something.
You probably left air in it. There was air in it or something.
A bunch of hot air in
there.
And it wound up, the thing went,
She's like, well, I'll start smoking so I can use your ashtray.
But I don't smoke. I'm like, Mom, it's not an ashtray. It's a vase.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's sweet, though. Mom's, I bet she still has it.
No, she cracked it by accident when we moved. Yeah, she just.
It was probably very fragile anyway.
Well, none of my family smoked, so it really didn't, But I do. Actually, my wife has this. I made in wood shop something for my mom. It was a jewelry box. The only thing is, I forgot my mom doesn't have jewelry when I was growing up. It was all,
Yeah.
green and everything. And so my mom kept this thing, and my wife uses it now.
That is so precious. I love that. That's sentimental.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it is. And I remember the biggest thing I made.
She's like, take this.
Yeah. You know what? You keep it. She's like, you keep
I've got my use out of it.
I'm good. The green marks on my chains, okay. But so let's find out what's trending.
Okay.
What's trending right
So in Houston, a little north of Houston, they had some severe weather over the last couple of days. So they have suffered from some flooding. So San Antonio, they actually called out for assistance. Oh, so wow. The San Antonio Salvation Army is sending their a crew over there to assist in providing them supplies as well as meals. I believe they said they could make up to like 1,000 meals a day or 1,500 meals a day, which is incredible. So yay to San Antonio Salvation Army. Absolutely. Thank you for going out to help. That happens in Walker County.
Okay.
Isn't that lovely?
When you were talking about it off camera, you said Wilson County. I'm like,
I know.
Wilson County.
I know.
No, I said Houston.
I did say Wilson County.
I'm like, let's get you some coffee.
I said, damn, I need, it's a W. But it is, no, but truly, Walker County. I needed a note.
In the Salvation Army, I mean, they're such a great organization. I mean, we do something with them every year with the, I got it about 7 years ago.
Y'all did the bell, right?
The bell, the parade with kettles. And so we'll probably have where's Cleto, parade, a kettle again and help raise money for Salvation Army. But right now, we're just kind of in the process of getting everything ready for, what is it? The humor for handbags.
Yes.
Now
you talked about that.
Yes, that is going to be coming up this Saturday. Looking forward to that. I mean, I'm kind of excited because it's I'm just hoping that my eye cooperates because I'm having that surgery on Wednesday.
So tell us a little bit more about that. You've said you're having surgery, but what's the procedure? Okay, so I'm usually under, so I don't know what they're doing, but you're paying for something.
I'm paying for that, that's for sure. And I get I remember when I get down there, they prep me up. It's like a 45-minute routine, but it's a 4-hour process.
That is long.
Yeah, because you got your pre-surgery and your post-surgery, all that stuff before they send you home. But yeah, it's I've had these squiggly lines in my left eye at first, and this was like good eye, but then it went, I think what caused it was my blood pressure was getting really high, so it kind of got some nerve damage going on top of, the diabetes and everything else. So it's kind of like you want to make sure you take care of that.
Yeah.
You lose your eyesight. I don't want to lose my sight.
No.
So then this eye I had surgery on, and it became my good eye. But then now this one's the one that's kind of like I don't know where he went. Like I could vaguely see, but it's got you know what it feels like is if when your glasses, you wear glasses and they're smudged. That's what it looks like.
Wow.
Yeah,
so what's the recovery? So you're going to have the procedure.
I have that, and the recovery. They said you need about a week to recover, and that way you'd be able to function and everything else again. But I mean, you're able to move and walk and all that kind of stuff. But you got to I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last time I was surgery, I had to sleep in my chair for 2 days, 3 days. Some people have to sleep on their eye, on it. I can't. I hope I'm not having to do that. But
so is there gonna be a patch?
There will be a bandage, and then there will be a patch probably. Yeah. But I have a patch for this eye, so I didn't have it for this eye. So I use that one for this one. I'm like, it's all backwards and weird. But. So
this is interesting, right? Because we talked after the show, and we found so many similarities in our lives thus far. And interestingly enough, when I was a child, I had eye surgery on one of my eyes, and I was awake for it. And
wow.
I just remember them flipping my eyelid back and just like all these instruments coming. That as a child was traumatic.
Wow.
I still remember. And then I had a patch.
Yeah.
So
how old were you?
I was probably 8.
Yeah.
I was little.
My brother at that time had eye surgery because of me. And
What did you do?
we were playing swords with sticks, and I went,
Oh,
and that was it. Boy, that was the worst spanking ever
Your
got in
poor
my
mom.
life. Poor mom, poor me. I don't think I got spanked.
I think of the mothers because we have the heart attacks when these things happen.
My mom was like, "Get in the car, we're going to the doctor."
Oh my God.
That was it, and we didn't have a car. It was my aunt's car. So we're like, all right, we had to wait for her, and my poor brother's over there. Oh, and I'm like, suck it up, man. I'm going to get a spank.
Well, that happened to Marcus when he was young. They were playing also, and his brother threw a shoe, I believe, through the glass window, and the glass like caught him like almost close to his eye. Right. Luckily, so he has a little scar if you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't. I mean, now I'm gonna look for it.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it now.
Is that from a fight?
It's like a childhood.
My brother, man, I tell you what, he used to get so mad. Like he was very he would get you back.
Oh shoot,
big time.
So he has anger issues.
Yeah.
Does he still?
Yeah. No, I mean he's an adult now.
He's outgrown it. Some of it.
Outgrown some of it, but he would back then, man. If you hit him with a rock, or it doesn't matter. You can hit him with.
Who's hitting people with rocks?
Me.
That is really aggressive.
He chunked a rock at me, and he missed, and it hit the glass window.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
That was it. That was it. I'm like, oh man.
You see, your poor mom. That's what I think of.
My poor mom. My poor behind is what it was.
Well, I think y'all deserved it for that.
Yeah, that's true. Let's go ahead and do another roll call.
Okay.
Quick, find out who's on.
Okay, Nathaniel says it's live on the new page, Anthem TV. And yes, you are in sync.
All right.
Okay, we're good. Okay, so the next trending story is about a zebra.
Okay.
So apparently there was a transportation happening of 4 zebras from Washington to Montana. And in the process, the trailer, there was some kind of problem. So the trailer, they ended up opening it up and the zebras got loose.
Oh, wow.
And one of them, which was a female, she was loose for 6 days.
Little loose.
I wonder what she was doing.
Well, I know what she was doing. Knowing that
There's no zebras out there. She was trying to mix in with the horses somewhere. Hello? But they finally captured her. Oh. I'm sure she's really sad.
And where were they going?
They were going to Montana. We already said don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions. What brought them there? The weather.
They were going for a better home.
They want to get out of the wild.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know why they were. Why transported. Witness protection. Quiet. That's how we do things.
Yeah. So that is a cute story, actually. Imagine seeing out your window a wild zebra, just random.
It's funny you bring that up because one time when we first moved in our house, I didn't know what gophers were.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that they would pop up holes everywhere. And when we moved in our house, I told my wife, babe, we got to move. They don't want us here in the neighborhood. She goes, why? I go, because they're vandalizing our yard. And she goes, no, that's the gopher. I said, who's that? And she said,
you really didn't know?
I did not know.
Yeah, because those are out in the country.
In the country.
Yeah.
I've been a city boy all my life.
Yeah.
And my wife goes, no, that's gopher. I said, who's that? She goes, it's and this is how much she knows. She goes, it's an animal. He's like a flying squirrel.
They fly?
No, they.
Oh, okay.
I had no idea what she was talking about. But she's trying to make it sound like she did. And it's like a flying squirrel.
That was a good guess, Lynette.
That was a very good guess. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll find out exactly what is on the menu here at Mi Familia at the Rim, and amongst a comedy show coming up that you do not want to miss. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
I don't know what to do. Who do I call?
Do you know what it's like to be injured and helpless? Do you appreciate it when someone does not accept responsibility for an accident that they caused? I don't. And I don't back down from a fight. I will not stand by and watch my client suffer, so nothing you can say or do will stop me from getting my client the money they deserve. I've taken on many cases like this one, and trust me when I say, you're no different. No more negotiating. My client will get compensated for their injuries so they can get back to what matters most. Serious injuries require a serious lawyer. At Marco Crawford Law, we are serious about getting you justice.
Hey guys, I'm here in Oregon, and I'm headed to my gig in a little bit outside of Medford, Oregon, and look, it's snowing right now. It is snowing. Look at the snow on the ground ahead of us. We are definitely in the mountains of the Oregon, and it is snowing. And all I have to say, guys, look at these beautiful trees. May the 4th be with
there with my McDonald's office, like, hey, how you doing? You know, and then my wife's having the little, you know, bougie kind of sandwich, you know,
As would I have.
turkey,
Yeah.
whatever, with
Mhm.
brioche bread or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And but she's eating these chips with this sandwich, and they're like the Miss Vicky's jalapeno.
Yep.
Oh man,
Me and Lynette.
Oh, let
Yep.
me tell you something. That's a game changer right there.
Uh-huh.
Those bad boys, I was like, I'll
Yeah.
buy another bag.
You've never had them before?
Never.
Dude.
I had that.
Okay, kiwi and jalapeno chips.
Jalapeno chips are now on the list. They made it. So I'm eating these chips, and all of a sudden I'm like, my head was sweating.
Dude, that is so many things you have realized
my
since
gosh.
you know, gave up the hair, right? Like glistening when you have, and then of course the sensitivity to air hitting it, right?
And then there's grease on my back of my chair and my car, and there's just a big grease spot. Like it looked,
What?
It looked like
From the baby oil?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Coming to America. Remember with
Oh,
the soul brother? I laughed so hard, like so. I mean, it's just like that. I'm like, man, that is so
Yes.
funny. I'm like, what's that spot?
No.
You know,
Okay, cut back on the baby
But
oil.
let me tell you, it was nothing. It was like when I was on my seat at the airplane. There's like I got up. There's this big old grease spot.
Wait, was it oil or was it sweat?
It was oil.
Oh my gosh.
Sweat because I had the air right there just freezing it.
Okay.
And it was like, oh man, I'm gonna lay off.
I would suggest that you switch to coconut oil
All
because baby oil, I don't think it penetrates quite as good as coconut oil.
It's gotta leave the shine. Like today,
It will. It will.
Shave.
Uh-huh.
Someone had posted on. And by the way, I have a bone to pick with everybody that commented on my picture. By the way,
What?
not everybody, but those comedians. Everybody became a comedian. You know what? I should be offended and hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone said, you're not The Rock. You're not Vin
I
Diesel.
didn't see this. I saw Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Vin Diesel. Yeah, but it was like, I was not him.
I saw Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean, Shrek, Sling Blade.
I did not see Shrek.
Ziggy. I got all
Charlie Brown.
All these. Not once did I get Bruce Willis. Not once did I get Sean Connery. Not once.
Oh, you got Kojak too.
Kojak. I got Kojak. But not once did I get, who's the other guy that was bald?
Yeah, and somebody commented that you need a lollipop.
I need a lollipop. Who loves you, baby? Yeah. So, I mean, I got all these, but I never got anybody that was like good looking bald.
No, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Go look again. I can tell you I didn't, you know.
Okay, the food is here.
No.
Whoa,
You'll know when the fajitas are
I
coming.
smelled the beans.
No, guys, you smell the beans.
Oh, the
right.
beans are here.
The beans are here, but you gotta.
Okay.
You'll know when you're at Mi Familia when the fajitas are here because they're on fire, literally on fire.
Yeah.
So this.
I haven't had them yet from here.
And they're so good. They're so tender. They marinate these bad boys in like some like good stuff. Like I don't know what it is. Like
don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions. But it's so good. So, but before we get to that, let's do another quick roll call.
Okay.
And again, but I want to ask you something because, you know, you're a realtor.
Yes.
Now, are you able to like sell not only homes, but can you find apartments for people too? As well?
I can. Yes.
Okay. Because my brother was like wanting to. He got a better offer at another place. And he didn't want to break his lease.
Oh.
And that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is there a way to get out of that? No?
Not really.
Oh, okay. All right.
No. Sorry.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, those contracts are pretty strict with the breaking of the lease. I think you have to be like assaulted or something to get out of it.
Assaulted?
Yeah. You have to be a victim of crime.
You gotta be one of the apostles.
There's a few. There's like if you read through the contract, there's very few exceptions to the contract rule. They're pretty solid. But
is there like a COVID rule now? Or
no, I don't think so. I don't think there ever was. But speaking of real estate. Right now, you have a deadline for filing your protest for your property tax.
Oh, okay.
So keep in mind, you should have received a letter from the Bexar County Appraisal District that provided you what your new assessed value is, what they are assessing your value at. Have you received your letter?
I believe we have, yes.
Do you protest your taxes?
Well, we live in Wilson County, so.
So you can still protest them.
Why would I protest? What's going on?
Because they increase it every year and they just send out whatever they...
let's protest.
Exactly. And also, if you read your letter, they assess a value, but they are capped at 10% every year.
Okay.
They can only actually tax you 10%. But your property value has probably climbed way past that. So it's important... Yes, they're picking on the bald people.
But you're gaining on property taxes.
Yes. Everybody's gaining on property taxes for the record.
Oprah, you're getting property taxes. You're getting property. Everything.
Yeah, so it is important. It's important for everybody, for your neighbors. When you go to sell your property, it's important. So
you know, I thought about you this weekend, and in that realm of realty.
Okay.
You know, okay, you say you work. Oh, yeah,
I hear it now,
buddy.
I was wrong.
Hold that thought, guys. Let me show you what's cooking here. We had got interrupted by that little sound right there. Look at that. Oh my goodness, we got some beef fajitas right here.
Amazing.
And it is all like
they are so stinking hot.
Don't they smell good?
They do. Yes.
Salsa. And then you got look at that, folks. Come on, it don't get any better than that right there. Look at that. You're fogging up the glass.
You know what my favorite thing is? That jalapeno.
Oh, the jalapeno? You like that?
Yes. That is one of my favorites.
So, like, getting back
Sir, you can taste it this time.
No. This is all you.
Are you sure?
Yes,
okay. I will always favor a beef fajita.
Okay, now I know.
And I always favor the one that's a little charred.
Oh, look at that.
Look at it, it's still sizzling. I'm scared. and most importantly, that fresh guacamole.
Get some of that fresh guacamole.
Yeah, because it needs to cool it down as well.
Look at that, guys. Look at this. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
So
I hope it doesn't burn me.
So while you're doing that, I'm gonna give you a little chance to clean it, lady. Oh yeah. How is that? Good, right?
Oh my gosh.
That thing's so sizzling. She took a bite out of that boy already.
That is so tender.
Yeah?
So tender, flavorful. It's the guacamole is actually fresh.
Yes.
I can't wait to dive into this little pepper.
Here.
The beans, of course, look amazing as always. I shouldn't.
Margrett loves Mondays, folks. Let me tell you. You got a little dance.
Okay.
Dance again.
I also need a little bit of the chicken. Yeah.
You know,
oh my
they have this. Again, you can go ahead and make your way, guys, to Mi Familia, and on Saturday, on this is it? Not this weekend. Next weekend, I believe, is what, Mother's Day, right? Or is it this weekend?
It's the 12th.
12th. So
I believe
it's coming
the 12th.
this weekend.
Okay.
So if this weekend you guys get a chance to come on out.
So much is going on this weekend.
So much is going on this weekend, and but you're looking at that. God, that smells so good. Oh
Can't
my
wait.
goodness.
Wait to finish that.
Yeah, right. What was the oh yeah, so I was telling you, I was thinking about, now you say you work from home.
Yes.
So how do you get your leads?
So right now I'm really referral based.
It's word of mouth, right?
Yeah, for right now I've been doing a lot of referral based.
Okay, so you don't how often would you say you sell a home, all the time?
So I have,
because I saw you sold your home, and that's what made me
and I have two more coming up in next week. So I'm pretty frequent. I'm doing my quarter is pretty good this quarter.
Is this what you give yourself as far as quarters go?
No, well, it's everybody has a quarter. It's January through
anybody's.
No, it's just my own personal accounting.
Okay, so you got your own firm.
Not exactly. So I have it's me and my friend Carol and Marcus. We're a little team. Yeah, do you know? Oh, you haven't met Carol. Oh, Carol is wonderful. You're going to love her too. Yeah. You have to meet her as soon as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So Carol's an agent as well.
An agent, all right.
Yeah.
And because I was wondering about that, and I was like, I wonder how she gets her leads, because she's running a solo camp. And what made me think about that is that I saw your post just sold, your house, and I was like, man, that's pretty good. And I'm thinking, is she networking somewhere? Or how is she getting her gigs? That's
good question. That is a good question. A lot of agents pay for leads through Zillow or Realtor.com. There's a lot of different.
That's it right there, folks. If you know anybody needs a home, here's your girl.
Yep. Thank you.
Send her to Mark. It's word of mouth. No leads. Let's get her some.
I have leads.
We want to keep a roof over her house.
Listen.
Let's get her some leads and let's help her out. Let's get her busy. If you know anybody.
You know what? Yes, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's right. If you know anybody looking for a home or an apartment or whatever, just tell them, hey, I got the perfect salesperson for you. Now.
Wait, you know who just sent me a lead?
Time out. Let me just let y'all guys know she's married, so don't get off with Chino and oh, how is it in there? How you doing? That kind of stuff. I know you probably
Thank you. But I'll tell you something. You know who just sent me a lead yesterday?
Who?
Nathaniel.
There you go. Look at that, Nathaniel.
Yeah, thank you, Nathaniel.
I finally saw a picture of his wife.
Okay, I saw a picture of her on his desk, but I was so far away I couldn't get.
Yes.
She's lovely. It looks like she has curly hair.
She looks like a friend of mine that I went to high school with. And it was so weird because at first I'm like, wait, is he related to her? And I'm like, wait a minute. And no,
Wait, how did you see the picture?
He sent me the picture.
Oh, okay. Well, the only one I saw was the one of her.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? Kind of thing. He's out, he was actually he was checking on me because I was in Oregon.
Yeah.
He heard it was snowing. He took time to check on
Oh,
me.
I checked on you too. Check the group chat. I was the one who said send pics. I hope this show went well.
I just kidding. Vanessa. No, Vanessa did.
Vanessa liked it.
Vanessa's like, I ain't got time for all this. I don't care how it's going. You know what? You can stay in Oregon. I'm going to keep I'm on the show.
Marcus is like, is he back already? I said, he better be. We have a show tomorrow.
I know if you don't hear from me, you know I'm back. Yeah. So, I'm like, hey, I'm still stuck here in Oregon. It's all you, Margaret.
So what was your take on Oregon? Would you go back for fun, for pleasure?
I would. It was very beautiful, very nice. What time is it? I can't see it now.
45.
Okay.
Time for a break.
Let's take a quick break, guys. When we come back, we will go ahead and give you our final thoughts. All right, guys. See you.
We come from all walks of life, all races, all genders, all styles. We are more than a rock school, more than the art of dance. We are a destination for art, creativity, performance, and community. We are Anthem. Join us in our mission, enriching the lives of every student through the power of belief.
My name is Michael Lugo. I have the Lugo Group with San Antonio Portfolio Keller Williams Heritage. So the biggest life lesson that I've learned thus far, to never take things for granted. I've been through quite a bit in my career. I've really hit rock bottom. I've failed numerous times, and I never gave up. And that's something that I've always learned and will continue to do. Through all the obstacles and adversities I've been through, I'm extremely blessed to be at where I'm today, and very grateful that I can continue helping families get into their dream homes.
I'll see you in a second.
And we're back. And we're back. We're talking about your gig, and getting you some work, stuff like that. And if we could do anything, to do that, that'd be great. Again, it's how hard is it to sell a house?
In this market, it's a little bit. There's a little struggle just because of the interest rates are a little bit high. The market is flooded right now. There's a lot of inventory. So there are people selling. So people selling. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, what about the people that are coming from other places? Have y'all noticed that?
Yes. Yeah. Specifically military, of course.
I would think it would be perfect time to sell. To buy.
It is a great time because before the rates drop, because as we saw what happened in 2020, right? When the rates started to drop, the buyers came out in droves, and then it pushed up the cost of the house because it was so competitive. People were paying $20,000 and $30,000 over appraised value. So, but I don't foresee those rates to go that low. But either way, any drop in the interest rates is going to cause all those buyers who are waiting to flood the market.
Now, for instance, there are people out there that. I call it the year of the flippers, which was about 2 years ago.
Yes.
3 years ago.
Absolutely.
Even during COVID, people were just flipping houses like crazy.
Yes.
So if you're a flipper, would it be the perfect time to buy as well? And then, do the remodeling.
People are still flipping.
Okay.
There are still investors buying the market, but they're of course looking for the really big margins. So they're probably looking for houses that need to be upgraded and all that stuff, which is what a normal flipper would look for.
I normally like to attach my name to businesses and sponsorships that, of course, like to take a chance on me.
Mm-hmm.
Why would anybody want to take a chance on you? This is now your audition tape. What's different about you as a realtor? Like between you and Vanessa, I'd buy from you. Her, not so much. That one looks like she would sell me something wrapped up in foil.
No.
Cover it up and you know what? It's beautiful. And no, it's not. Now you would probably say, you know what? It's not. There's some work that needs to be done in a
Yes,
nice
yes,
roundabout way.
yes,
Vanessa, no, it's ready to move in. It's a turnkey. I'm like, no, it's not.
Okay, well, I think you're right. To the point, to your point.
Hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So there is a different, like what you're describing is a salesperson. I don't particularly consider myself a salesperson. I truly approach every transaction with my client's best interest at heart. So whatever's best for them is a dear, like treasured for me. Okay. So like, and there are so many agents. You probably know 20, 30 agents, right? And there is a difference in an agent who actually cares about the transaction and those who don't. And I've worked with plenty of all in the middle, right? Some of them don't even answer their phones. It's so hard to even get a question answered. But I have had the privilege of even working with really good agents. And when I do work with a good agent, I love to learn from them also. So it's all about learning, always keeping your client's best interests at heart. And then, of course, doing the hard work, which is having processes in place so you don't miss out on anything. You have to protect their best interests throughout the whole process. So, for example, if you're a seller, right, you're looking for a buyer, you need to make sure that the buyer is well qualified because you don't want to take their house off the market. You don't want to miss anything in the fine details of the offer that's presented, right? And vice versa, if you're representing the buyer, you want them to do the inspections and make sure that the house is in good condition. They're not going to buy a problematic property. So there's so much, and everybody, it's funny because me and my girlfriends, we're all like some agents, and we sit down and talk about how like under-respected our industry is, right? It's like, oh, just become a real estate agent. Ha ha ha. Your dreams failed. Become a real estate agent, right? But truly, it's very hard work.
Is it really?
Oh,
is
yeah.
it hard to take the test and all that? Like,
that part is not hard. Okay. That part is not hard. For some people, it takes a little while, but
you want to know why I'm not a realtor?
Why?
I'm not good at math.
You don't have to be good at math. That's the lender's job. Be a realtor.
I would be a realtor, and I would sell houses, but I don't. That's the only reason I don't know how. I'm not good at math.
But you're mistaking that role for the lender.
Okay, what's the difference between the lender and the...
So a mortgage, a loan officer is the person who handles the finances.
What Vanessa does.
No, that's what Marcus does.
Okay. So all right. So Marcus is. So y'all are like your own company.
Yes, sort of.
We work together.
Yes, we work together.
Like he's the financial guy, and you're the car salesman.
Yes, sort of. But we don't. It doesn't always align like that.
Vanessa's the one that brings y'all coffee.
No, Vanessa is a partner. She would be considered a partner. Like if I had a client who wanted a house, I could take them to Vanessa and she would put them in a new construction in her. Right. Correct.
In that area.
Yeah.
So you could work with her.
Correct.
Okay.
Now I did recently.
Because not everybody can work with her. Let me tell you.
No, she's wonderful. Yeah.
I'm kidding, girl.
Yeah, so I did recently go through the training process and get my lender's license also, but I'm not using that. It's more just to add to my tool belt of knowledge.
Is there more money in lending, or? I would think there is if you're lending.
I don't think so.
Where are they lending from?
So they have investors or banks that provide the funds. Okay. So you have to go get the application. Like, so I'm sure when you bought your house, you did an application for the loan. You go through the application and then they assess
then they stick me.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
They assess your financial ability to buy. Yeah, it's a whole process. But it is it's not for the faint of heart. I'll tell you that. It is a hard job.
So if I had because in news, and this is what normally people in news do when they're set to go to pastor, they wind up either becoming a PR person for an organization or a realtor.
Really?
They really is.
Yeah,
and
no, you're right. I have seen that.
I have not myself had anybody wanted me to PR their business.
Okay.
A couple people. And then they got me, some want me to do commercials for them and stuff. And that's kind of neat. But the realtor part, I'm not good at math. So I'm come up with numbers really quick. Like I'd be that one. How much is it going to take for the mortgage to go ahead? What will be my mortgage each month? I don't know what you answer me questions for. I don't know.
Don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions, Don't ask those hard ones, It's like, come on, relax. Mm-hmm. So other than that, I would probably think that, if I could if I knew the gist of it, like I could. Sure. I know people that were like, I had someone, a friend of mine, tell me, "Dude, I'd buy a house for me in a minute."
Yeah, yeah. Because you come off, you're very genuine, right? Yeah, that's one of your key traits.
Yeah, I mean, I myself would not sell somebody a lemon if I knew it was a lemon. I just can't do that. I couldn't sleep at night.
No, neither could I. Correct.
So, you know, but I know some that can. I mean, they have no shame.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, man, I put this. I have a friend of mine that sells cars, and he goes, "Oh man, I put this one. Man, I would have paid $2 for that car." I go, what was the commission on that? Because he was talking about the commission. He was like, "Oh man, I cleaned house with this."
Oh my gosh!
How do you sleep at night? It's like a baby.
Oh, that's terrible.
No shame.
That is terrible.
So, anywho, what time we got? Let's do a roll call real quick before we go ahead.
Okay. Marcus is saying, "Don't eat them all. Bring some of those fajitas home." He says, "Good morning and happy to all." Nathaniel said that's how donkeys are made when the zebra gets out.
Oh, there you go. That's how donkeys are made.
Yeah, and then Nathaniel says we're in sync.
All right, perfect. Well, I tell you, it's been a kind of a neat little weekend, and then we capitalized on. I learned a lot today. I like when our show has a nugget, and you know, especially when it comes down to realty and people that you look at this face. Can you not trust that face? I mean, seriously, folks. Okay, no, I got you. So, you know, Mark is like, I can trust her. Yeah, it's my girl, you know. But so that's pretty cool that you and Marcus work together.
Yes, but not with every transaction. Of course, we are both aligned in that whatever is best for the client. So he has his clients, you know, compare rates, because that's really what it's about, finding the right product for them. And if that's not him, then he will recommend that they go with whoever is best.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. So there's been times when, you know, we don't always, it's not very often actually that we actually work together.
Me and my wife, I mean, we work together. She does my bookings and you know, she kind of deals with the clients, and then she comes back to me. Do you want to do this? Do I want to do this?
Okay. Okay, good.
So we work together.
So she's like your manager.
She's like my manager.
Okay.
Yeah. And the only thing is I can't fire her.
No, you can.
I'm sleeping with my manager.
Speaking of sleeping with, Marcus and I were getting in bed the other night, right?
Excuse me?
No, and I was like, and I was like, is it just me, or do we feel like old people getting in bed with our glasses and our little books and our robes, and it was just a scene out of a movie? Like, do you guys feel that way too, or is it just me?
No, we have wild, passionate talks. Come 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish now, after I eat. And I'm out. And she goes to our side of the bed, and now she's sleeping in the middle.
No, because you're never there.
Out there, I'm like, once I'm camping out, and I get up in the morning, like in the middle of the morning, I go in the restroom, go back to the bed. I'm like, hey, scoot over, lady. What? You know, so yeah, you're getting older, and you're just like, man, that's older. Man, we were up till midnight.
Yeah,
boy,
exactly. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So let's see the time here, guys. All right, you want to go ahead and give your final thought?
Okay, my final thought is it's very important to protest those taxes, not only for your benefit, for the future of the house and the property. So if you want any help, please send me your email, and I will send you an email. I won't bother you. I'll just send you an email with an exactly.
If I'm paying for it right now,
that's exactly why you need to protest them for your children. That's because true. when you pass or you send it to them, it releases that 10%.
Gotcha.
So they will have the full value of taxes to pay on it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, my final thought is I got to give a shout out to my mom in heaven. It is her birthday today, and wanted to just give her a big, heavenly, happy birthday, Mom. I hope you enjoy the ashtray. Maybe back in the day, and but yeah, it's her birthday today, and you know, we just kind of You know, it's every time I hear, you know, May the 4th be with you, I keep thinking the 6th is around the corner. And, you know, it's my mom, you know, she was my biggest fan and I miss her dearly. And it's already now, man, 8 years now, 9 years, going on 9 years that she's been gone. So again, happy heavenly birthday, Mom. Miss you. And guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And we will see you mañana, Margaret and myself. So don't, it's going to be like watching.
It'll be back to back.
It'll be like deja vu. All right, guys, have a blessed one. Take care.
Thank you for watching. Yeah.
A free streaming digital community. With a click of a mouse or a tap on your phone, you have instant access to free TV shows, movies on demand, music, pay-per-view events, and so much more. Download Anthem TV on your smartphone, smart TV, or any streaming device and enjoy instant access. Subscribe and download Anthem TV today.